So this is the first round, and we've got Olof Geldenhuys versus what is this? Hamza Ebrahim on our feature match. I'm just busy updating the names.
What decks are they playing?
I think Olof is playing mono red, and so Ramunap red essentially,
Yeah,
and Hamza is on
energy.
energy, just like everybody else, I suppose.
Is he playing Scarab God or not?
Let's see if I can find them. We'll find out soon. Okay, that's incorrect. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for Hamza to have a seat. But there we go. Um, while those guys are preparing, I'm gonna see if I can find their deck lists in the meantime. What do you think this match is gonna go like?
I think Bristling Hydra is really good against the red deck.
What if they're just dead by that stage?
I mean, I played the red deck, and it's just that you can't really kill someone. I mean, you might be dead, but then the Earthshake cannons can't even make it not able to block because it's too big. And then you need to kill it in response to the ETB trigger.
I just mean like if the energy player is out of life by that stage. What if you've got like no life total left? Because I mean it's a pretty fast start. You can curve out.
You can curve out like you can get like maybe 7 damage in by like third turn or something.
So they play like a 1-drop, attack with it, and then either 2 1-drops or a single 2-drop, attack with both of them.
So that's like 3 damage.
And then the exert guy the following turn.
So it's like 6.
So it's 1,
and then you
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10 damage.
It depends if you're on the play or on the draw.
Yeah, on the play I think they can make 10 damage on the third turn.
Yeah.
And they do have a lot of burn in the deck, so your life total. And by that stage you've got kind of wide. But I suppose Bristling Hydra is that's I think the red deck is in a little bit of a better position, but Bristling Hydra,
Also, if you get it up to 4, because the red deck it
can't kill it.
It does it in all 3.
Then it doesn't even need to be hexproof. It's basically hexproof already.
Yeah.
Looks like both players have chosen to mulligan. I'm not sure who's on the play or who's on the draw.
Okay, so he's got a Boma Curry. He's got 2 Boma Curry. He's mulliganing it. I think maybe he had too many lands, maybe?
I'm not certain.
He had 2 Boma Couriers, I think 2 Earthshake Cannons, and...
Did he have any? Yeah, did he have any lands or just none?
He had... I think I saw at least 1, maybe I only had 1 land, like 1 mountain. If he had 2 lands, I don't know why he would have mulliganed that.
Yeah, it's difficult to beat through multiple rogue refiners as well. I think if Hamza gets any sort of reasonable curve, it's going to be bad. Does he have a green source in that hand? Yeah, he does. He might just keep it. Yeah, he does. He likely leaves that on top.
Olaf is putting the 4th land to the bottom. He doesn't want to.
Okay, so he's got 3 lands.
And
Hazaret,
Lightning Strike, and
that's it.
I think that's it.
He's got lands, Hazaret, and Lightning Strike.
I think 1 other card.
Okay.
Mulligan once, I think, or maybe twice. Maybe twice.
Complaining about his poor luck. I do have the deck list, so we will be able to look at those later on.
So he's probably going to go.
I'm trying to figure out who's on the play here.
I mean, we'll see shortly.
Are they busy deciding whether to keep or mulligan? I think Olof is.
He's got a tune and a forest. I think that's all he wants, really.
He does need a 3rd land.
I know, but how many lands does he play? Probably about
not
22
certain.
or something. I think they're waiting for time to start.
Curious what's happening. Oh, snap. I think that they're waiting for us to tell them that they can actually start their game.
No, Gerard just...
I've just given the head judge confirmation that we can go. Yeah, Hamza's on the play, and yeah, he goes Forest into a tune of Ether, putting him up to 2 energy.
So now he draws a Bomber Courier. He's going to play that and attack.
I'll just quickly shortcutting through that.
Yeah.
Olof tucking a card away under the Courier. Courier is actually quite good here.
Yeah.
That's cool. He wants it because he's got the lands to play everything.
Yeah.
So he's at least going down a card each turn.
I think does he have a Hazard in his hand?
It looked that way. I can't say for certain, but I do think
because
he did have one.
Yeah. No, he's getting the mountain with the tune.
Okay.
Okay, he drew an
island. Yeah, he's got all the lands he needs now.
No.
I mean, so does Olof,
tune again.
I mean,
okay.
maybe too many.
Okay, so now he's going to be able to that rogue that Well of Choice. So he plays the Rogue Finder first, then the Well of Choice is going to have 9 energy to work with.
That's also an exceptional card against the red deck.
Yeah,
it's Well of Virtuoso. You just make blockers in response to him turning his guys sideways.
And they can block most. Okay, so now he draws another Bomber Courier. Okay. He's in before combat, I think. He's going to Mammoth Ray. So he's...
He wants let the trigger go into the stack.
I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference, does it?
I think he's just trying to...
I've seen some people do it before combat, some people do it after attack.
In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
It's not like the red deck is going to draw themselves to death.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a matter of personal preference whether you kill it before or after. Also, if Olof's hand is really bad, he might be tempted to swap the 2 cards for the stuff that's in his hand, and I think Hamza just wants to give him less options.
Okay, so now he draws an Archon Crusher. Like he only had a Braid and Lightning Strike, but now that
he's drawing very well.
So now he can carve out, or he can just abrade the...
Yeah, I feel like that's the better thing to do. He wants his hand to be as low as possible.
And he's abrading and not Lightning Striking that, because Lightning Striking does go to face. Yes, now he draws
I have not updated Hamza's life total at all, but I think he's taken 4 points of damage so far.
He's taken 1 from Bomber Courier, then
1 from each of the Bomber Couriers and 1 from this one.
No,
so it's 17, not 16.
Taken 3. So now he's played about Well of Choice, so now...
How much energy does he have? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
He's got 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 energy.
So that's going to be a
3 blockers.
Big problem. Because if he attacks and exerts, he can make a Well of Choice, so not able to block. But then he's just going to kill the Archon Crusher with 2 Softies. And the Bomber Courier. He's not attacking. Okay, so now...
I don't think I would either. If you can land the Chandra, you might have a way out here.
But then the Doctor's also going to be able to hit the Chandra. He draws a Ramunap runs, I think, and he plays it.
It's a Scavenger Ground.
Oh, it's a Scavenger Ground.
And he attempts to resolve the Chandra. Hamza's got Essence Scatter and Confiscation Coup. Main deck Confiscation Coup. Kind of good. I don't know if it's as relevant here.
Doesn't hit Pencil Goose.
Yeah. I don't know if it's relevant.
I mean, no, it is. Because he's going to get the Hazrat.
That's
he can just Essence Scatter the Hazrat. That's the thing. So he's going to kill the...
How did Olof deal with Whirl of Virtuoso there?
He
shot it with Chandra.
He -3 the Chandra. In a long tough card. And he's keeping up an Essence Scatter.
2 Essence Scatters in hand.
2.
I'm asking, is that the case?
I think only 1. Yeah, only 1. He's going to counter the Hazrat. So now Olaf's in big trouble. Because he can attack and make the... Now he's just going to... It's
pretty bad. That long task cub is going to go to town. Oh, wow.
Oh, and he's
got an Hour of Glory.
I think it's another Confiscation Coup. Because when
he just lets the cub die.
when the red deck stops attacking.
Oh no, he scooped.
He used all his.
No.
No, he used all his energy on the Thopters.
Oh, fair enough. Then he
Okay,
shot
so
it.
He's stuck with
Two confiscation coups. Okay, so Olof's gonna swap his.
He's gonna line and strike it. His health. Okay.
Okay, putting Hamza down a little bit further.
14.
Now the lightning strike.
So now they've actually like. Olof's done he drew
He's
a line,
bunch,
line
two
strike
lands.
and I think a braid. Yeah, line
Okay.
strike. And
Even more burn. Hamza on 11. Olof's still on 20 points.
He's only drawn lands and his confiscation and coups are dead right now. No targets. Got a Sunscorched Desert. It's down to 10. His life's down to 10. He's just keeping up that burn. What does he draw? See, play the
It's another virtual. So Olof's got something to say.
He's
about
gonna
it. Okay.
kill it
Cool. He responds to the energy.
So he can only make one Thopter?
He chooses not to.
He can't make any
He
Thopters.
just leaves it. If he did have enough energy, but I think he was on 2.
I don't think he did have enough energy.
Okay, so Soul Skull Mage, which is kind of nice here. It can attack through if he's got a removal spell.
He's actually taking 1 damage. I think he's taken twice from the Thopter. I think he's on 18. Olaf. The Thopter's been chipping in.
So he's been attacked with.
I think he's on 18.
Twice. That's a glory bringer.
He can lightning strike it, and then it'll get 3 martial counters, so it'll only be a 1/2. I mean a 1/1. But he's choosing just to take the damage, going down to.
No, he's top decking. I think he used the lightning strike elsewhere.
He's still got 1 card in his hand.
I see. It's in front of him on the table.
Oh, so he's
interested in racing here. So he's just attacked for 5.
He's attacked for. Did he burn his health? So then he goes down to 7.
Did you see No, see, Hamza didn't block anything there. He just let it through.
I mean, if he would block, he'd only be able to block with 2 Thopters, and then the prowess would
kill both of them. So he just let it through. His confiscation coup targeting the Kari Zev. He's kind of good here. He puts him up another 2 energy. I don't know if that's relevant.
So that's 6 damage.
Olaf took. I think Olaf was that much last turn.
He took 5. He took 5 because of the Thopter offer.
Yeah, so it puts him from 18 to 14.
No, he took 5. So it's 13, and then now he takes another 5.
Because of the Thopter.
Another 7.
No, I think he's just in with everything. So that's 7 points of damage, and he's exerted.
Oh, okay. So now he's got he skips
the glory bringer.
Yeah, I don't think there's any outs in his deck.
Burn spells.
it's 5 damage. Like no.
Let's see if I can get one of these deck lists passed properly. We've got a slight problem with.
He's putting in the Rampage Frostodons, I think. Because it's really good against the Well of Choice. So each stop that you make takes 1 damage.
Yeah, that is quite something.
And then he's got Harsh Mantle on his side. Oh, Harsh Mantle is very good. Because of all the energy abilities or activate abilities.
It's relevant.
Does Harsh Mantle say activated abilities?
Yeah, any activated abilities of creatures that are on the battlefield.
So that's Long Tusk Cub.
Yes.
Well of Choice and Bristling Hydra.
Let me just see if this list passes properly. It appears to. Okay, so we have Hamza's not on elves. Those deck list names are incorrect. Please ignore them for now. I'm gonna call it energy, and this one is red. Oh, okay. So should be able to update these deck lists by doing that.
I think
excellent.
Hamza might bring that. He'll bring the Chandra's defeats.
Yeah, it's relevant. It's more 1-mana removal spells, and I think he's interested in dropping his curve just a bit versus.
He's got 4 Harsh Mentals in sideboard. Olaf.
Yeah.
I don't know how many he'll bring in.
He's probably also going to try and make his creatures a little bit larger, because the 1-drops seem to get outclassed quite quickly Especially when he lands if Hamza can land a World of Virtual, so it's not that great.
He's playing Invigorated Rampage in his main board. That is
2 copies.
Only not most decks play that.
Only a single Chandra.
He might bring in more Chandra.
Change. And what else is different? You don't often see them.
Yeah.
It's one main deck Scavenger Grounds. I suppose a concession to the fact that Scavenger Ground is so ludicrously popular.
Yeah.
But also Hamza doesn't have a single copy.
Also, the Search for Canter Scavenger Grounds can get the search.
It stops it from turning on. It's pretty good.
And the Torrential Girl can.
Yeah. So you saw Rampaging for Rhapsodon and some Harsh Mentors.
I don't know if
he brings in Glorybringer as well. It's just nice to have.
And I don't know if he brings in the Advanced Blasting Cannons or Chandra, because I don't know if he wants the enchantment or the.
I'm not sure, but it looks like they're getting ready to start. So
Olaf
wishing each other luck.
Gonna go first.
Yeah, that would be the reasonable thing. Life fills back up.
He's going to braid in 4 lands now.
20.
So he's keeping. He's playing Mountain. So next turn he's probably going to go Earth, Shaker Kenra. Ooh, that's another land. I don't know if he wants that. He's not happy. Yeah. Magma Spray.
That's pretty good. Okay. Exiling the
now Olaf is.
He's got nothing to do now.
Pretty unhappy now.
I think he's just out of place.
Yeah.
Is it land go?
Yeah, he just threw another braid, I think. Okay, I think this is the start of his death. Because even if he draws like Hazard or Chandra there.
Yeah, that's kind of his only source of repeatable damage there. I'm not 100% sure why he kept that hand. I'm assuming he's just remembering what happened last game. And he's just not interested in. Okay. He kills that in response to the trigger.
He drops the.
I think he knows those stoppers are real bad news.
Has 3 energy now. Oh no, 4 energy.
Yeah, he's got an Ether Hub down, and he's had the blue and the red to play the Word of a choice. So
he drew another land.
But Hamza's missed the land drop though.
So it's Mana Screw.
Well, it sends a lightning strike at Hamza's face. Yeah.
Mana Screw versus Mana Flood.
I think Flood is a little bit better.
I think in the Ramunap red deck, because
you can throw the lands.
A lot of late game plays. Like now the Earthshake Cannon,
that's actually quite good.
If he kills it with a non-magma spray removal spell, he's gonna be able to bring it back next turn.
Oh wow! What is Hamza holding?
Can't really see.
Let's see if we can get a peek at his hand here. It's a Bristling Hydra. Looks like 2 of them. One right in the front of his hand. He's got a Harness Lightning.
I think he's saving that. No, I don't know why he's holding
the Rampaging for Rhapsodon comes down, but yeah, Hamza's not interested in letting that stick.
I think he's got a Chandra's Defeat in his hand. I don't know if he's saving that for the token.
That was super patient.
It won't work because the token's black.
But he did take 2 points of damage from the Kenra there, so
yeah,
life total a little bit lower. Long Tusk.
Okay, now this is Glorybringer. Nothing's stop going downhill.
Awkward. Does he have a Chandra's Defeat? Yes, he does.
That was
pretty masterful, actually. Just holding it for something that was really, really relevant. I think his reasoning was he's a little bit taxed on mana. You know, he can't afford to just play a lot of spells each turn. So having the efficient removal up is quite valuable.
How much energy does he have?
He's got a lot, but I don't think he should be blocking with a Long Tusk Cubby because it's just going to let Olof bring it back as a 4/4.
Now he's starting to. He drew land. Okay, so now he can stop playing the Bristling Hydras. And
land Hydra.
This is where Bristling Hydra gets out of control.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Nice. Okay, so that's not going to help.
Bing.
I haven't seen any Ramunap runs in this deck. I mean, this game.
Olaf saying, I'm going to win. But he's on 18. Doesn't attack into the Hydra like a sane human being.
Yeah. He's going to block the
Blocks the cub. Cub grows.
Probably going to pump it once. How many energy does he have? He might want to upgrade
He's got 7 left. And the Hydra gets through 4.
Now he's going to abrade the card in response to the energy trigger. Unless he won't.
Hamza's got 7 energy.
7 energy, okay, fine.
So he's got more than enough to pay.
Okay, no, I think...
Yeah, Olof thinks better of it. Just simply showing him the card.
I think Olof's dead.
It's just about lethal.
Yeah.
He might not die this turn though, but,
yeah, but
there's very little he can do about it.
I don't think he's any out. Yeah. And he's got Glory Bringers. He's got 2 Glory Bringers in his hand.
And a Servant of the Conduit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so perhaps he plays the Servant first, just so he has some extra energy to work with. No, just being conservative, having a blocker just in case. Says no blocks. Puts him to 7. Really low life total there. I don't think Hamza needs to play any cards at all.
He can just play that to just ensure that.
Yeah.
He's not going to raid that. It's not going to accomplish much.
He's just playing a spell, but I think he's done here.
It's a Glory Bringer. I mean, it can get through 4 points of damage. This is not going to help.
Hamza's on 10. I don't think...
He can't kill any of the guys. Any of the...
So you can attack for 5 here.
Get through 5.
And then die.
Yeah. I mean, even if he doesn't get through 5, he blocks 2, and then the Bristling Hydra, how many times can he pump it? 3.
It looks like he has double digits energy.
Okay, so
it's 7, I think he's got 8 and 9. Maybe 9 energy at the moment.
Then he can pump it 3 times and it'll be 7 damage. That's going to be 7, and that's going to be enough to kill him. 3 exactsies. Oh, so he's going for the attack.
He's going to give it that hexproof.
I don't think that does matter. Doesn't matter. He's got no cards in hand.
Yeah, Olof's just commented that he's done. He's just going through the motions. Hamza takes 5 points of damage. Yeah, and he just turns his guy sideways and Olof is done here. Pretty quick game.
That was.
But it looks like the Ramunap deck runs out of steam a little bit too quickly to keep up with the stronger mid-range creatures.
I mean, he could have actually internalized his Earthshake Kenra.
And had a blocker. But
no, but the Glory Bringer was also a blocker, so... Yeah. I don't...
He could have maybe tried to bait Hamza into using Hexproof on that turn, so he was 3 energy down by eternalizing the Kenra and targeting the Bristling Hydra with the enters the battlefield
ability. The Kenra also can't be Chandra's defeats.
Because it's black.
Yeah.
So, it could have been... There were a couple of things he could have done differently, but I don't know how much
it would have changed.
Yeah.
He had a confiscation queue in his hand.
Exactly, you just take the Kenra and attack with it instead.
And it's not even any energy, you don't even pay any energy because it's got no
mana cost. Its mana cost is 0, it's just 5 mana, get 4 energy and a guy. It's a pretty good deal.
And it's got haste.
That was a speedy 2-0 for Hamza Ebrahim. It'll put him up to 1 win. And
is he already guaranteed to go into the... Yeah,
I think Hamza's already got an invite, so we can actually have a look at those later on in the day when we have a clearer picture of what the standings look like. But I don't have
how many rounds are they going to be?
We've got 4 rounds today. So that's that. And I do believe Olof is one of the very few non-Temur energy decks in the room here, so... if that's how dominant that deck is going to be, even without Scarab God, then I'm pretty sure that's what's going to win today.
Yeah.
Is Temur Energy. Because I'm seeing.
I think it's a green-black constrictor deck.
Yeah.
And I think the rest is just.
The Grixis Control that's registered on a vehicles deck. Otherwise, it's green-blue energy everywhere.
Do you play Scarab God or do you not play Scarab God?
In that.
That's the question.
Yeah, to Scarab God or not to Scarab God. I do see a list with just going straight Sultai. Yeah, obviously taking advantage of the black more than the red, just cutting the red completely.
Playing Winding Constrictor. So he's playing more of an Constrictor energy.
But otherwise, it's Scarab God decks everywhere, and I suspect that's what we'll see today.